hey, I'm back after a hiatus. And what I said, I was like, yeah, fuck it. The end of season one. We did 30 episodes in a year, and I didn't start to the end of March. So like, I literally missed like 10 weeks, and that's not bad. I patted myself on the back. So this is season two. I don't know what's going to be different. I don't know if anything, but if there is, enjoy it. If not, whatever. Today, I was lucky enough to get two of my former guests back. They actually played together up in Canada, which I thought was super cool. And odd, like just what are the odds of that? But I was able to get Morgan Farrell from Blacked Out and Ty Hall from Let's Go. Guys,
what up?
Hey,
welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
welcome back, Jimmy. Hi, Morgan. Hi, Jimmy.
Yeah. Hello. So, I mean, we were talking about a little bit before, but you guys played together. That's so cool.
Yeah, we did. That was a fun show.
Yeah, turned out pretty good. No.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
the show was good.
Yeah, I got you. The show itself is what I mean.
Bunch of us got sick, and that was cool. Not cool, but
that's
yeah. But yeah, no, it was fun. It was good. It was the first time I'd ever met Ty, actually.
Well, it was funny because Ty said, I think on the first time he was on here, he's like, I'd like to play with bands like, Morgan and Blacked Out and stuff like that. And I was like, what are the fucking odds of this? I'm like, that's so cool, man.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's funny. It's almost like you bring the music together, man. I feel like good things are coming. I love coming on the show, so it's like a good luck charm now, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Call the show that, not me.
It was well, okay, fair enough. It was so good, like the Blacked Out and Belvedere gig. Morgan and I played that show together, opening for Belvedere. It was really good show, like really good show. One of the best ones that I've been to in recent memory. Like that one, and we played one with the Core, and everybody was just so stoked to be at a show again, even though it was sit down. I don't know if it was just how loud it was or how good the bands were, but holy fuck, it was awesome.
You sit down like there were seats?
Yeah.
I have a hard time with those ones.
It was weird. It took some getting used to.
Yeah.
For sure. But we started that tour in Alberta, like the next province over.
Yeah, I know that because of Brett the Hitman Hart.
Right, exactly. So in Alberta, their COVID protocols are a little more loosey goosey. So they just did like half capacity at all the venues, but then the shows were still standing room and full on mosh pits. And, in Banff there was like crowd surfers and shit happening, and I was like, this is not COVID friendly at all. But
like, I mean, even with the sit down way that we did it, like I saw you on stage, like you get right into it, you fling your hair and sweat goes flying. Like we're all up there singing at the front row. Everybody's getting wet anyway.
But the way the government said it, you're not allowed to, you have to sit down. You're not allowed to dance or I forget what they were saying, but the term that the government used was, you're allowed to rhythmically shuffle. And I was like, what a fucking stupid term.
Yeah.
Don't dance. Rhythmically
Shuffle. I'm going to use that for the rest of my life, man.
Yeah,
that's good shit.
I was so into you guys. I was rhythmically shuffling like crazy.
The whole night. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I apologize for the noise here. A car was just driving. For all of you watching and listening here, I came to our jam spot to do this interview because we have band practice immediately after. But of course I'm earlier than the rest of the guys, and I forgot my keys, so I'm outside in the alleyway. It's the best light out here, so
it looks great.
Oh yeah.
It actually does. Like you're lighted pretty well.
Nice.
For
you can
East Van is known for its nighttime ambience.
That's
So Ty, you guys played with who else? There was was it DRI?
No,
who was it? I messed up.
Well, it was the almighty Belvedere, which Blacked Out.
Didn't you do another with DOA? Is who you played?
Oh
with.
Yeah, we played a show with DOA.
That was great. There were some letters.
Yeah, we played at a winery with DOA, and the sound system was not enough for a band that big. They were pushing it so hard, and it was so awesome. There's like 100 people, and that wasn't seated because we were outside. And so I don't know if I just said winery, but I meant brewery. It wasn't DOA at a winery.
I was like, wow, man, that's an odd combination.
Punk rock
I'm pretty
wineries.
stoned right now. But yeah, no, that was great. And DOA fucking slay it live. Have you ever seen them live?
I've not.
Well, you got to get on that. They're touring next year. I think they're doing Europe, but I'm sure they'll swing by your neck of the woods sooner than later.
Yeah, well, who was cool seeing was MDC when I saw him in Vegas, man. And then obviously catching Barry afterwards. And like, I don't know, he came to that party with us afterwards. And I don't know, it was kind of like cool and weird at the same time. Cause I'm like, it was like one of those things where you get to the finish line and you're like, well, now what the fuck do we do? Cause he's like with us, you know what I mean? Like, it was fucking Barry Ward. And he wanted to hang out with me.
I didn't think past this point. I just wanted to meet the guy.
And that's exactly
now I don't know what to do with myself.
No, but he came to the Slacker show with us. And I was like, that's pretty cool. Cause he ditched MDC and like came with us. And I was like, fuck, man. All right, cool.
Right on.
Yeah, it was wild. I saw Devo, and that was fucking. Have you ever seen Devo?
I saw Devo at Punk Rock Bowling before.
Oh, right, dude! What an interesting
years ago.
What a thing!
Yeah.
Like I didn't ever realize how wonderful they were.
yeah.
It's a
great
good thing.
Tunes. Great tune.
Yeah. And then Morgan, I saw that video of you fucking playing. I forget where at, but like, holy fuck, dude! You like he said, you get into her.
Yeah, I mean,
no,
why
it's
play
cool.
music if you're not going to feel the vibe, you know?
No, it's cool as shit. My buddy Abe from Philly Lowdown, he fucking loves you guys.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, I showed him the EP, and he was like, "That's badass stuff, man." And I was like,
"Right on." Glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll try to pass the word.
Thanks, buddy. Spread the love.
Yeah, try. As much love as there is spread around here, you know. So what else is going on? Anything coming up? Other than practice, Morgan?
We're right in the middle of working on a new record. So
like a full length?
Yeah, and we're right in the thick of it. I wrote a lot of songs kind of over the COVID break, and then we started jamming really to kind of get ready to go on that Belvedere tour. And so now that we're home, it's time to kind of get. The songs are like a couple of years old for me, but the other boys need to learn them now. So, so that's kind of what we're doing. We do a couple nights a week, just getting ready to get them all. I mean, I shouldn't say I didn't write them all. Lee writes a lot of stuff for the band as well. So, but I need to learn Lee's songs, and Lee needs to learn my songs. So we're in a learning process right now.
I gotcha. Hey, I wanted to ask you too. Was that anything different to this tour, like being a dad now, as far as like?
Yeah, totally different. Because as much fun as you have on tour, there's kind of something else back home, you know, like
tugging at you.
The best part of my whole tour was when we had a night off in Banff, and the boys went out, and so I had the hotel room, so I got to FaceTime with Sarah and Hadian, and just hanging out with my I don't know. How old was he? 8 months old at the time. So it's not like he really knows, but he recognized my face on the camera and everything. And it was pretty cool. And, you know, and as fun as it is, I love touring. I love playing shows. I love everything about it. But that was like one of the best parts of the 2 weeks that we were gone, you know? So
that's cool, man.
Yeah. Being a dad and touring is a whole different.
So you're saying the best part wasn't getting COVID in Kamloops?
No. Well, you know what? Getting COVID in Kamloops was pretty fun. I didn't realize that I had COVID until I was already home. So I don't know. Oh, I got a story for you guys. I don't know, Ty, if you know this story either. But so we played Kamloops. Then we went and we drove all night and played Victoria the next night. Then we came back and we ended the tour in Vancouver. So it was like a hometown show for us. And so I was home. I grabbed my partner's car and I was driving actually to go get a COVID test because I'd been gone, and was like, hey, I'll go get the COVID test today. I'll get my results tomorrow. And then like Sarah and Hadian were at like their parents' house and visiting them. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'll go get my COVID test. And then I can tell my family to come home because I'll be all in the clear because I'm being safe this whole trip. And a guy cut me off and I T-boned this minivan on the way to go get a COVID test. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah. And so I T-boned this minivan and ended up writing off Sarah's vehicle and this other guy's minivan. So, and then I had to deal with this whole like car accident and all the bullshit that's associated with that, and talking to the insurance company and all that shit before we went on stage and played the Vancouver show. So that's how I ended my tour, was getting in like a pretty real car accident, and then
yeah, and my timing, dude, my timing impeccable. Like myself, I must have messaged him like 3 minutes after it happened. Like impeccable. Like out of all times to message him, like 3 minutes after it happened, I'm like, yep, there I am.
Yeah, I'm like on hold with the insurance company, and like Jimmy's messaging me shit, and I'm like, dude, I just got into a car accident. Like,
yeah, I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Man, you must have slept for so long after that show. I can't imagine like that tour being the way it was, and being away from your son, right?
Yeah, my son. Yeah. And then Haiti and Tara weren't home yet, so the Belvedere guys crashed at my place that night, and then they got up and left at like 7 a.m. So I was still like up first thing in the morning. I didn't even get that like one good night of sleep before everybody came home.
Well, time to go to work.
Yeah. That was pretty much it. And then find out we have COVID, and the Kamloops show was the only show that like Sarah came to, and so then we both caught COVID at the show. So then we have a baby at home, and we're both sick, and he doesn't have COVID, so we're both like masked up in the house for 2 weeks. And yeah, it was.
Did she get it bad too?
It sucked. No, it was not nearly as bad for Sarah as it was for me. Yeah. Again,
well, I'm just saying for like the kid too, like, you know, if the both of you died on a couch, like, was not probably helpful, you know, if you were both really bad.
It was all good. We made it through it, but it was stressful times for a little bit there. The juxtaposition between I'm on tour and I'm having so much fun, you know, this is the life that I love, and then oh shit, I'm sick as hell, and I really hope I don't get my child sick, you know.
Yeah.
It was not fun, but it was what it was, and we're through it now. And now I'm like super vaxxed because I'm fully vaccinated and I have COVID antibodies. So
yeah, I mean, other than a suit of armor, I don't know. Yeah, I'm the odd man out here.
Yeah, man. Join us, Jimmy. Join us.
Yeah.
So for me, after that show, when I found out, when we were all kind of realizing that we had COVID, I went to get my COVID tests, and I was talking to my friend Kyle, who was also at the show, and he was like, you better bring some parking lot beers in case you run into people from the show. So I thought that was kind of funny. I just wanted to give him a shout out for
just
that.
like everybody from like the same lot beers going to get tested at the same time.
Oh, totally. It was. I saw people from that were at the 3 people that were at the show. Like, it was hilarious, man. And we're all laughing and joking. Everybody in line was probably mortified. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, are we stronger for it? We're stronger for it, right? Let's just keep telling ourselves.
Oh yeah.
we're something for it.
Yeah. At least I got a good story.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows, the show that we played was fully like on the up and up, like, so everybody was double vaxxed, and IGs and vaccine cards were checked and everything. Just thought I'd throw that in there.
That's how everything is here too.
Everything was done by the book, but
it's gonna happen, man. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, but like you said, now you guys are like wearing this, you know, the COVID suit armor, like you can't be touched. Like, I wouldn't think anyway.
Yeah.
With the new variants are releasing every week, though, it's tough to tell. Like, I hear a new one. I'm like, holy Christ! Like, I've never seen anything in my life like mutate like a Ninja Turtle.
That's what they do.
I know.
Hey, Ty, what do you guys? Yeah, Ty, what do you guys got going on in the next little while? You got any shows coming up?
It was no shows coming up. We were just practicing a little bit, and we're practicing whenever we can. I'm writing music. I've been not sober. I've been off the ciggies and booze for like, since that show, pretty much, like 30 days. So I'm digging into the music, taking a little break from partying, and I've been productive lately. So working on new music, and super stoked about that. No shows booked yet, but looking forward to next year when we can do shows.
So everybody's putting out new music, huh?
I mean, what else do you do when the shows are weird?
Yeah, no, but that's great. Like, that's what I like to hear, because I can't come to shows like up there right now. So like, that's good for me. Oh
man, I wanted to cross the border so bad. I had tickets to see Bad Religion, Alkaline Trio,
Dude,
and
I had
War
tickets.
on Women.
I didn't go either.
Yeah. I mean, I would have definitely been there if I didn't have to cross the border. And then it's like, I forget. It's like you have to get, even when you're
days?
double vaxxed or whatever, you have to get your test like within 24 hours or something like that of coming back across the border. And it's like $300 for tests for like, or it's like $150 for a person, or it's something like that. And I was like,
Terry
well,
spent a fortune.
I already spent a bunch of money on the concert tickets. I don't want to spend more money on COVID tests just to get back into the country. So I just had to miss the show.
Yeah, when Terry did Pennsylvania stuff, I forget how much she said she spent just to get back and forth to the country. I was like, holy shit. Like,
yeah,
it's a lot of money.
No joke.
And like, I don't know. It sucks that. But yeah, the Bad Religion show, I had tickets to and everything, man. And I just didn't go. I was so busy. I was so busy. And like, I'm having this problem seeing at night now. And like, my buddy was going to go with me, bailed on me. And I'm like, I can't. And I'd been driving like 4 a.m. And I'm like, I can't fucking see anything. Like,
you got astigmatism.
Yeah. It's probably best to stay off the road if you can't see while you're driving at night. Yeah.
Right. And like, I just don't sleep well anymore. Like the whole screen printing thing's been awesome, but at the same time, like I just constantly think about it. Like I'll be laying in bed 4 a.m, like eyes wide open, and I just like into the dark room I go, coating screens or something. I'm like, I got an idea. Like I got to go like now. It's fucking crazy, but it's cool.
I get the same way about music sometimes. I'll be laying just thinking there like, oh man, that would be a cool song. Or I'll get some melody stuck in my head and it's like, wow.
Oh, dude, I was kicking myself for buying that Fender P bass. Like I only had like, not shitty basses, but they weren't the best, you know what I mean? And then I bought that.
I got a Squier P bass. I love it.
Dude, I bought that. And every time I'm kicking myself, I just got to plug it in because, dude, I've been playing it almost every night now, but holy fuck. Like it sounds so great.
Getting the right instrument, man. It inspires you. Encourage you to play more, to have something you enjoy playing, right? So
yeah, it literally made me play again, you know what I mean? I was pretty much done. And like now, every night, man, I love it.
Right on.
Yeah. What do you play out of? You have multiple guitars, don't you?
Me? Yeah. I normally use a Les Paul, and then I was going through a Mesa Boogie, and then I recently traded it for an EVH 5153. So that's what I took on tour. And then I have a Kemper that I use around the house that I bought thinking I was like, oh, I'll have this amazing amp that can do all this shit and it'll be so good to tour with or whatever. And then realized pretty quick that it's like too much amp. Like I can sort of use it, but I definitely do not know how to use a Kemper to the level that professionals know how to use Kempers. So it's more or less just like my like demoing rig in my house, and then I actually rehearse and play shows with the EVH. So
was it a direct? Yeah, what do you use, Ty?
I was just going to say about Morgan with the Kemper, which I believe is like a multi-effects unit or something, or an amp that has built-in effects that you can program, right?
It's a profiler, so you can it models other amps. So
I'm the exact same way, like with gear like that, like you said, how you just don't like. I buy these fancy pedals and stuff, and I never spend the time to figure it out because it would take a long time. I only got so much time to play music, man. It's like you buy this nice expensive thing, like I got a Boss Katana amp that has all the effects built in and stuff, and you can do so much with it if you know how to do it. But I'm like, I'd rather just be playing music or writing music.
Yeah, people. Yeah, that's kind of the same. Like people that really know what they're up to can really do amazing things with. I mean, you can really dial in like a sweet amp sound. That's, I mean, nobody would be able to tell that it's not like a tube, like a perfectly like wired tube amp or something. But you really kind of have to know what you're up to really dial it in. And I do not really know what I'm up to. I'm a total noob with that whole kind of stuff. So.
I know nothing about this, so I'm going to dumb this down for even myself. But so this is like when you're changing effects, like let's say, like it's going to like imitate different sounds of different amps. Is that what you were saying? Like in a sense?
Yeah. So like Kempers you can get a bunch of different like effects, but it's more like, think about like, you can say, I want to play a Marshall through like a Mesa Boogie cab. And then there's like a cab sim for the Mesa Boogie. And then there's, whatever model of Marshall you want. And so there's all these profiles that you can just download off the internet, and the really good ones people do charge money for. But yeah, it's like a pretty cool tool. It's really neat. I played a gig with the Exploited in Berlin a number of years back, and they had the guitar player was using one, and I said, "Oh, I've heard about these things." And he said, "Oh man, best like guitar toy I've ever bought." And he's like, "You'll never go back if you get one." I said, "Okay, cool." So I bought one, and then said, "Oh man, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this thing. It just has too many capabilities." It's like
ends up being like a tuner.
Yeah, it's a really expensive tuner. I mean, I do know how to I sort of know how to use it, but I don't know how to like dial it right in like a professional does, you know.
If you had to thump somebody with it, like you could do that.
Could do that, yeah, could do that. I do have it in like a travel case, so it's, you know, got some weight behind it.
It was like me trying to learn Adobe Illustrator. Like I'm just hitting buttons in there, dude, and it's like just changing this image, making it all kinds of colors and shit. And like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not an artist, like by any means. So like,
yeah, like think about like that versus like, you know, using like Canva. It's like something that's like pretty simple to use and you can figure it out. But then you go to like a super professional Adobe Illustrator, and you're like, I have no idea what to do with any of this stuff. And then you can learn, but it takes a long time, a lot of trial and error.
You know, I'm a lot of pissed off Jimmy. Like, oh man, I was gonna throw my printer through a wall one day. Oh, it was great. Good stuff.
Printers are the worst,
dude. I'm not getting started on it. I could go. I can just. I just. Yeah. No. Last time, didn't we talk about like the price of lumber one time? You and I.
Oh yeah, we talked about wood with Scotty Bass.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I thought that was you when it was skyrocketing. So, what do you use on tour anyway?
Me?
Yeah.
Tour. Oh yeah. So like our tours have been pretty localized lately. Would like to get out there. I have a Les Paul Black Beauty, like the Epiphone version, and then I have my new guitar. There it is, the blue one. Cha.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's a new Epiphone SG. That's my first SG ever. So I'm an Ep man. And maybe a Gibson one day. I've never had one. I've never even really played one, so I wouldn't know the difference. But yeah, I really like those guitars. And I'm using the Boss Katana amp, which has like built-in effects, and it's nice for practice because it has a 5-watt mode and stuff. I was thinking about getting a Marshall stack like a JCM, but it's hard for me to justify without being like going on tour. It's just so loud, right? And it's so much sound. If I was going on tour and I had to light up a whole bar with a stack, I'd get one for sure. But it's hard to spend the money because it's expensive stuff, right? Like, you know, $2,500, $3,000, $4,000 by the time you're into it. So I've just got a little practice amp for now, and if we get any big tours in the works, I'll look at upgrading.
Did you say you're working away?
Working away?
Did you say you work away? Did you say that earlier?
No, I don't work away. No.
I was like, oh man, that would suck. Like trying to go back and forth. I know I did it for a while. And, no, anyway.
But about the P basses, like one time I went into the music store and I had like $1,000 and I was gonna buy the best bass that I could buy because I was playing bass in a band. And I went into the store and I played literally every bass in the place. And I was gonna walk out because none of them were really speaking to me. And I got to the door and I saw this Squire P bass for like $150 or something. And I sat down and played it, and I don't know what it was, but that's the guitar I went home with that day. And I love it. Use it to do all my demos and everything.
Really?
So, yeah.
Right on.
See, I was thinking about like I found Squire like P bass pickups, and I was gonna switch them out of my Washburn and put those pickups in it, but I couldn't get anybody to give me a straight answer if like those P basses were any good, the Squire ones. But you're saying, yeah?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, the Fender's probably even better, but that day, that was just, so the best guitar isn't always the most expensive guitar.
No, not at all. Like, no, but the Fender, I never owned anything like that in my life. And it's like driving it was like going from a Pinto to Cadillac, man. Like I'm rolling.
Woo! They see you rolling. That's the thing, though. They see you rolling. And from what I heard, they hate me.
Yeah, that's rumor has it. Well, guys, I won't hold you up any longer. I appreciate you coming on. It's great. It was great catching up with you.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you're
awesome.
I'm glad you're not sick anymore, and that's good. And we look forward to the new music from both of you.
All right, I want to hang out with both of you guys soon. So
yeah, if I have to,
later.
I'm coming to Canada.
Sweet, do it.
Yes, yes. Someday you got to get up here, buddy.
You can stay at Morgan's house.
Exactly. You're always welcome to my place, Jimmy.
We got a bed for you here, man. We got the recording studio bedroom right here.
That's fine. I'm well behaved most of the time.
All right, cool.
All right, guys. Talk to you later.
You take care, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya. That was Ty Hall from Let's Go and Morgan Farrell from Blacked Out. Thank him again for joining us from up in Canada. That was cool catching up with those guys. Keep an eye out for new stuff from Blacked Out and Let's Go, and keep an eye out for new stuff coming from me. I got some good interviews coming up. I got some good shit coming up. Even we're going back to Spain, I think, too. So that's cool stuff. So you know the drill. Buy the ticket, take the ride. We'll see you next time.